Hello, and come join me for a very mellow, just a mellow unwind flow, and yeah, come onto your mat. Come join me. We're gonna start on our backs, so take your legs long and rest your arms down to your sides. Take a full inhale and a full exhale. Just beginning to tune into your breath, allowing the breath to ease and calm your nervous system. Allow that breath to become more full and even. And just notice what happens as you focus on your breath. How the rest of what goes on in your day-to-day seems to drift away. And therefore the breath allowing you to become more present and more at ease. Take 3 more deep breaths. And keep the rest of your body still. And then after that third exhale, take the right knee into your chest. Just give it a gentle squeeze in, interlacing your fingers below that right knee. Take that right knee and mindfully circle it just one time in each direction. And then take your left hand to the outer right knee, rest your right arm out to your side, hook the right toes behind your left knee, and let your legs drop over slowly and gently to the left. Let your head slightly turn to the right. Don't force your twist here as we're barely warming up, so don't force your twist. Take one more inhale and exhale here. And then bring that right knee back into your chest, so come onto your back. Squeeze it in gently one more time. And then release as you exhale the right leg back down. Take the left knee now into your chest. Interlace the fingers below that left knee. Begin to slowly, gently, mindfully circle the left knee one time in each direction. And then begin to move your legs to the right, hooking the left toes behind your right knee. Just let those legs move comfortably to the right as you let your head move mindfully to the left. And take one more full inhale and exhale. And then take yourself onto your back, hug that left knee back in for just a moment. And with your exhale, release your left leg back down. All right, take both knees with your inhale now in towards your chest or towards your shoulders. And let's circle the low back 3 times in each direction. Notice the state of your low back, what it's feeling like currently. Once you've circled in each direction 3 times, draw the knees in towards your chest. Use your hands behind your knees and rock and roll slowly and mindfully up and down your spine 3 times. And the third time, let's come up to a seat. So those of you tight in your low back and or your hips, take that block and place it under your butt. But it's as if you're sitting just on the edge of the block so that your knees rest down below your hips. And then lift the shoulders up just one time and exhale, roll them back. Now let your chin drop to your chest. Take your hands in front of your heart, close your eyes, and just starting with an intention here. So take a moment to set an intention. Once your intention is set, lift your chin, open your eyes, take your hands down onto your legs somewhere, and just slowly, once again, I want you to round your upper body 2 times in each direction. Just slowly. So this practice is designed to help you mindfully unwind from all those activities that we love to do around here. So once you've circled 2 times in each direction, switch your feet so the other foot now is in front, and let's do the same thing. Circle your upper body 2 times each direction slowly. Hopefully you're not in any hurry. This will be a shorter practice, but just move through it slowly with me. Once you've circled again 2 times in each direction, make your way back to center. Take your arms up just 1 time here. Look towards your thumbs and exhale. Rest your palms back down in front of your heart. And now let's come to our hands and to our knees. We're doing our good old cat-cow here. Spreading the fingertips wide, taking the knees under the hips, and then moving through 5 slow, steady cat-cows now. So the belly down, the chin up with that inhale. And as you exhale, slowly round your spine. I want you to enjoy these 2 particular movements that are designed to help your spine remain healthy. So just mindfully allowing the spine to unwind, keeping it limber, keeping it healthy. 2 more slow, steady breaths. And 1 more deep inhale, belly down, chin up. And maybe this last exhale through your mouth, you decide. Then come back to neutral. And I want you now to take your knees wide, bring your big toes to touch, sit your hips back to your heels, keep your arms out long, but tent your hands, rest your forehead down in your child's pose. Take 3 deep breaths, soften again into the low back specifically. Expanding with the inhale around the low back, your low belly. And after your 3rd exhale, come back to your hands and to your knees. Bring your shoulders back over your palms, bring your knees back under your hips. Now, take your right leg long, curl the toes under, and maintain a soft face, gaze, and jaw as you press your weight back. Notice your right lower leg. Give it a couple breaths, lengthen it out. Maybe if you tend to store tension in your neck or your shoulders, you might just take your head and wiggle it slightly left and right just to notice any tension you're storing there. Take 1 more inhale, and then as we exhale, we're lowering the right knee down. Switching now to the left side, take the left leg long, curl those toes under, and shift your weight back. My legs are really tight. Selfishly, this is also a practice for me to unwind from a lot of outdoor activity. I hope everybody's getting out because it's extremely beautiful out there. We're so lucky to have what we have outside so close. 1 more inhale, exhale, drop back down to the left knee. Now begin to round your upper body, your lower body, kind of in a figure 8. Just a nice way to, again, unwind any way you choose. Just kind of move any way you're feeling drawn to move. 1 more inhale. Next exhale, bring it back to neutral. And bring your knees together here. Bring your knees together. Separate your feet wide. So I know some folks with tender knees or knee issues, this isn't always the most comfortable. Prop yourself up in any way that makes it more comfortable, or honestly, come to a comfortable seat. So we're gonna just do a little bit for our upper body here. I'm sitting in Virasana, okay, with a block under my butt. You might use two, you might use a bolster, or you might be sitting cross-legged with a block under your butt. Okay, just get comfortable in a seated position, and let's move into the upper body here and give our upper back, specifically and shoulders, some love. So open your arms into cactus, spread your fingertips wide, lift your gaze, open your heart. One more inhale. Now as you exhale, look forward and take the right arm under the left. We're eagling our arms here or wrapping our arms around ourselves, depending on what's easier and feels like it's comfortable for you. So always modify as needed. Okay, so eagle arms, or wrap your arms around yourself. And then elbows dropping down. Pause here to notice your upper back, your shoulders, maybe close your eyes. Maintain that steady breath. Okay, and now with the next inhale, lifting up, let your head once again drop back, lift your elbows. With our exhale, we're coming forward, resting the elbows down to the legs or thereabouts. Resting your forehead down towards your wrists or your arms or thereabouts. Rounding your spine. One more inhale, one more exhale here. And then open it back up. Back into cactus arms, rooting through your sits bones. Lift that gaze, breathe in, open that heart. And now exhale, take the left arm under the right. Repeat whatever you did on your first side, either eagle arms or wrap your arms around yourself. Pause here, rooting through your sits bones, letting your elbows drop down. Keeping your neck long and your gaze soft. You can close your eyes if you like, but notice your upper back and your shoulders and let them soften. And now with our inhale, lift up, elbows lift, head gently drops back. Use your exhale then to round yourselves forward. Drop your arms down to your legs or towards your legs and your forehead towards your arms or onto your arms or wrists. Round your spine. And take one more full inhale and exhale. And then slowly lift back up. Open back up with cactus arms, open heart. Let your head drop back. Good, and then exhale. Let's come forward off of any props. Sit back to your heels, roll to the outer right hip, swing the left leg around. So now seated. No standing poses today. So left leg at an angle. The toes are flexed. Okay, the sits bones rooted. Now remain long in your spine as you lean over towards the left, lowering the arm with the palm facing up, lifting your gaze slowly, and then when you're ready, take the right arm over the ear. You can rotate the wrist there a few times in each direction if you choose to, but what I want you to focus on is softening into the side body from the right fingertips down to the right hip, along the side body. Create more space between the ribs, the intercostals, and now more specifically between that lowest rib and the right hip. And then bring your awareness to the right lower back and soften and breathe into that area. One more deep breath in, one more full exhale. Now lift up, and I want you to take your hands behind you. With your fingertips pointing forward, rest your palms down, so lean back. Draw your elbows in, and with your next inhale, lift your hips. Either keep your gaze straight ahead, down in front of your chest, or let your head drop back. Heart wide open again, breathing in, and now exhale. Rest your butt back down. And switch your legs. So the right leg now at an angle. Your sits bones are rooted. Your right foot is flexed, sitting tall. Maintain a long spine, long breath. When you're ready, then lean to the right, lower the arm. Lift the chin, lift the chest. And then lengthen the left arm over your ear. You can rotate that wrist if you choose. but bringing your awareness into the left side body here. Fingertips to hip. Breathe some space between the ribs. Soften down between the lowest rib and that left hip. And then into the left lower back. Take one more deep breath in and full exhale. And then lift up. And bring the soles of the feet together here. Baddha Konasana, cobbler pose, soles of the feet together. One more thing I almost forgot. Hold on. Bring it back. Take your hands behind you with the fingertips pointing forward. Lean back with your palms down and your elbows drawing towards one another. Lift your hips with an inhale. Let your head drop back. Heart wide open. With your exhale, lower your hips back down. Okay, now we come to Baddha Konasana. Yoga teachers sometimes forget. Forgive us. We make mistakes too. Okay, raise your hands for the outer edges of your feet. Draw the elbows back in towards center. Keep your spine long, your breath long, and gently let the chin drop in towards your chest. So give your neck a break. Keep it long and yet limber, soft, not too tight. And you're slowly, mindfully moving forward, pausing when you feel enough resistance. It could be in your low back. For me, it's along my inner thighs, my adductors. And if you're comfortable and your elbows reach, I love taking my elbows to gently massage along my inner thighs, the inner seam of the pants, the adductors. Take a couple more breaths. Maintain long spine, long breath. One more inhale, one more exhale. And then let's lift back up. Take the knees now together. Lengthen the right leg out long and now your left leg out long. Take your hands now, lift up, and then pull the flesh out from under you so your sits bones root down. Keep your feet flexed, sit tall again. Move the shoulders back, move your chest forward, and then begin to walk your hands alongside your lower legs and pause when you feel enough pull along the hamstrings, into the low back. Drop the chin into your chest, lengthen that cervical spine. Breathe into any tension here. Keep your toes pulling back towards your nose. Try not to round your spine, but keep the shoulders back and the chest moving forward. And now I want you to take your right hand and reach it for, you've got options, where you can comfortably reach here. It could be your outer left lower leg, it could be the ankle, it could be the outer edge of your left foot. We're coming into a twist. So lift that left leg and maybe bend the knee if you need to. That's a great way to modify here. And I want you to lean back, find your sacrum, engage your core, and then when you're ready, begin to lift your right leg as well as your left, and you're twisting to the left. I have a wall right behind me, but I would normally release my left arm behind me and bring my gaze towards my left fingertips. Twisting, gazing to the left. Breathe in, and then with your next exhale, lower both legs back down. So on that note, I'm going to scoot a little ways forward so I can show you a bit better. Okay, sit tall again. Paschimottanasana. Toes pulling back to the nose, the sits bones stay rooted. Lean forward, lead with your heart. Walk your hands alongside your lower legs. Keep your shoulders moving back. Drop your chin now in towards your chest. Breathe. Once again, breathing into any tension, maybe along the hamstrings, low back, or both. Now, begin to reach your left hand for the outer edge of your right leg, ankle, or maybe the foot. Okay? So begin to mindfully lift that right leg, maybe bending the knee. This time twisting to the right. Okay, so lean back, find your sacrum, release the right arm behind you, begin to lift your left leg as well as your right. Make sure the shoulders aren't creeping up towards your ears. Keep twisting, breathing. One more deep breath in. And now exhale, rest both legs out long. Good. And now I want you to go from here to bending one leg or knee at a time. Rest those feet down in front of you, hips distance parallel. And then I want you to take your hands back. The fingertips again point forward. Draw those elbows in. We're coming into reverse tabletop. So root through your feet. And as you lift into this back bend, be sure to squeeze those inner thighs. Maybe the head drops back, or maybe you gaze down your chest again. Root through your feet. Elbows draw in. Head either back or gaze down your chest. Squeeze those inner thighs. One more deep breath in. Exhale, lower the butt down. Now bring the soles of the feet together. Not so close in like in Baddha Konasana, but instead go ahead and take the arms under the lower legs, the palms face up. Let your head rest down. Close your eyes. Take 3 deep breaths. Soften into the low back. After 3 breaths, go ahead, take the arms out from under those lower legs. Guide those knees together. Scoot your butt towards your heels and come onto your back. And I want you to rock and roll again, slowly up and down your spine. 3 times. Okay. Now come onto your back. Rest your head. Cross the right leg over the left leg. Take your hands, reach for your shins, your ankles, or your feet. Shoulders stay down, close your eyes. Draw the legs a little closer to your chest. Give it some time, feel it in your right IT band, right hip, maybe right outer knee. One more full inhale, and then as you exhale, unwind, switch up the legs. Now the left leg over the right. Take your hands again, reach for shins, ankles, or your feet. Shoulders remain down on your mat. Close your eyes, soft face, soft jaw. And then take the legs slightly closer to your chest, noticing that left outer hip, IT band, and maybe that left outer knee. One more inhale, one more exhale, and that exhale, I want you to unwind into happy baby. So flex those feet, put a deep bend in your knees, take your elbows inside your knees, take your hands for the outer edges of your feet, keep the shoulders down, keep the head down, get the head in a comfortable position. Your feet are flexed so the heels reach up and the toes pull down. And from here, you're welcome to rock left and right. Or maybe stay centered and still. Or maybe you extend mindfully one leg at a time, drawing the opposite heel towards your butt. Take 3 more deep breaths, any way you choose to be in this position. And then with that third exhale, bring the knees back into your chest and give yourself a squeeze here. Wrap your arms around yourself. Just stay still for one full inhale and full exhale. Then we're releasing the feet down onto the mat. I want you to be able to touch your heels with your fingertips. And I apologize for not having said this earlier. You're going to want a block or something that would serve as one, because we're going to make our way into supported bridge here. So be sure you have something that is block-like, okay? So root through your feet. Make sure the feet are parallel. And as you lift up, I want you to squeeze those inner thighs again. Lift your arms up with the palms facing up, your feet root down. With your exhale now, slowly lower your hips and your arms back down to your sides. Just 2 more times, rooting through the feet as you lift. Again, squeeze those inner thighs and lift those arms. And with your exhale, slowly lower back down. One more time, lifting with your inhale. And now with this next exhale, Reach for your block or whatever you're using that serves as one and place it under your sacrum, that triangular bone at the base of your spine. Make sure your shoulders rest down and your head is again in a comfortable position. And your arms, rest those out to your sides again with the palms facing up, and allow the sacrum to completely settle down onto that block. Root it down. Just like your feet are rooting down, let your sacrum root down onto that block, and your shoulders are rooting down onto the mat as well. Your heart naturally opens here. Your center naturally available to you and open. So again, like we started, really tune in to your breath. Open yourself up, receiving light, and also using your exhale to release any sense of stagnation, frustration, fear, anything that does not serve you in being in your highest light or power. Let your exhale serve you to release whatever holds you back. Take 3 more breaths. Those of you who feel inclined to kick your legs up into a supported shoulder stand are welcome to do so. I personally right now am enjoying the rooted sensation I'm getting, the opening, rooting, and grounding. But if you feel like you want more energy, feel free to kick your legs up. Let's take 1 more full inhale and exhale completely. Root through your feet again then. Lift yourself off of your prop. Set it off to the side. Rest your hips down. Take your feet as wide as your mat and let your knees come together. Bring your arms out to your sides, maybe in that cactus-like position, or maybe arms overhead or hands overhead. And with your knees together, your feet wide, just slowly begin to windshield wiper your legs to the left and to the right, and let your head also move in the direction of your legs, slowly left and right. This will be your final flush. Okay, so just 1 more time to each side. And then go ahead and rest in Shavasana. Lay your legs out long. Let your feet remain as wide as your mat. Bring your arms back down to your sides with the palms facing up. Get your shoulders in a good position. Get your head in a good position. Once you're there, take a full inhale, maybe your biggest inhale yet, and most definitely your deepest exhale. Exhale completely. Hollow yourself out completely and settle into a state of being. And be at complete ease and peace. Be willing to let go completely. And please feel free to lie here as long as you like. It's generally recommended 3 to 5 minutes minimum. For as long as you like. When you're ready to come out, wiggle your fingertips, wiggle your toes. Take a full inhale and lengthen those arms out over your head. Reaching, getting long. And with your exhale, roll gently to your right side. Bring yourself to a fetal position. And from there, when you're ready, come up to a comfortable seat. Maybe placing a block under your bum. Now, you might like to sit in an upright position and be in a state of meditation after your practice. I leave that up to you. Hopefully you're in a state of ease and peace and you take that with you through the rest of your day. One final piece of info, I'm really looking forward to teaching in person again at Zenergy starting next week, Wednesdays and Fridays from 8 to 9 a.m. And that will be a vinyasa flow class and all levels. I'm going to gauge the level that I decide to teach depending on who shows up and if there's any recommendations or suggestions that people have that attend. I look forward to seeing you in person again soon. Stay well until then. Enjoy this beautiful weather. Be well and namaste. Have a wonderful day. Thanks for joining me. See you soon. Thanks, you guys.